Hello students, today we will study about the next two types of asexual method of reproduction. These are fragmentation and spore formation. When a unicellular organism undergoes cell division or basically fission, we get more cells, and as a result we get new individual unicellular organisms, and therefore this is a method of reproduction for them. However, in multicellular organisms, cell division just gives more and more cells. We don't get new individuals, and therefore this will not work as a reproduction method for multicellular organisms. So, in this video lesson, we will focus on methods of asexual reproduction for multicellular organisms. Let us first study about fragmentation. I am taking an example of Spirogyra here. When Spirogyra gets matured and it is ready to reproduce, you know what happens? It basically just splits into many pieces, and that's the reason why this process is called fragmentation, as the Spirogyra splits into many fragments, and then each of these fragments starts growing the rest of its body, and as a result we now see three new individual Spirogyra from one parent Spirogyra in this example. This process, or regrowing the rest of the body parts, is known as regeneration. And so we can say that in fragmentation, when the organism matures, they just fragment themselves into tiny pieces, and then each piece regenerates itself to regrow the entire body. Some more creatures which also reproduce through fragmentation are Planaria, which is a type of a flatworm. When it matures, it just sheds off its tail, and then the two halves regenerate the rest of their body parts, and now we have two Planarias. Another famous example is the starfish. Even that can undergo this kind of asexual reproduction. When it matures, it will just get rid of one of its arms, and then this original starfish will regrow the arm, and the arm will start regrowing the entire starfish, and this is how we now have a new offspring or a new starfish. Another important thing about fragmentation is, even if the organism didn't fragment all by themselves and some external force chops them into pieces, let's say for example we humans go and chop the starfish into tiny pieces, in this case we will find that each piece will regenerate and grow into new individual starfishes. Now, one thing to remember over here is that though some organisms can regenerate their lost body parts, but it cannot be termed as reproduction. For example, in the case of a lizard, if you chop off its tail, then this lizard can regenerate a new tail. So this is regeneration. But this tail cannot regenerate the entire body. So in this case, regeneration is happening, but this is not reproduction, as we are not getting any new individual over here. The next type of asexual reproduction that we have to study is spore formation. The famous example for this is a fungus called bread mold. If you take a piece of bread and leave it outside, and if it is moist, you will see a lot of fungus will grow on it. Well, that's basically this bread mold. The technical name for this would be a rhizopus. The rising part is called the hyphae, which is a non-reproductive part, and the top part, which is a reproductive part, is called sporangia. The sporangia contains spores. Spores have the ability to grow into new rhizopus. When the rhizopus matures, the sporangia releases the spores into the air, and when spores find a moist surface, they will grow into a new rhizopus. That is how reproduction happens.